star. The media protects me so far.
So I became a trans icon when I hit that woman with my car.
Like Ferris Bueller, blasting salad days like the Parkland school shooter. Back to Marco.
Harbor. My wife.
Yeah, and another question. You know, I was talking with Rude about you, and you got quite a portfolio. Would you mind giving us some background on that?
In which sense?
Like bands you played, how you got in the scene, so you got here now.
Yeah, so I play in a lot of different. Throughout my year, I've been playing music for like 16, 17 years. So I guess like when I first got serious playing music, I was like, I don't know, 17, 18 years old. I played this band called Los Difuntos, The Slandering, Uptown Psychos, fucking, I don't know, there's a bunch of backyard bands. And then I kind of moved on, played other bands like Resist and Exist. Right now I'm in Corrupted Youth, Self-Sabotage, and I don't know what else. But I'm not naming a lot of them because honestly I kind of fill in for everyone. I don't know, it's like a big community, and like whenever someone needs a drummer, I'm there. I play guitar, I sing, I do everything.
So what are some opinions you have of the music scene today?
It's thriving, and I love it, and I love the people that I'm meeting. There's a lot of new faces that I never see. I really, what I personally like when I throw a show, or like I'm the head of doing a show, I like to be inclusive to people. You know what I mean? Every walks of life. You know what I mean? It comes vendors, punk rockers playing in bands, artists, photographers. I really like to make everyone feel like they're included in everything. You know, that's part of the culture.
I also wanted to ask, so what do you mean by thriving? Isn't that something you've experienced before and after the pandemic, or something trending? Like what is it?
I say it's, you know, everything comes in waves, right? I mean, there was a big punk wave in the 80s, another one in the 90s, another one in the early 2000s. Right now, we're kind of walking into something that's, I don't know, it feels like almost like a freak of nature accident that just happened. And like after the pandemic, I ended up playing a show under a bridge, and I don't know, like 3,000 kids showed up. That was put together by Dead City Punks. Shout out those dudes, because they honestly kickstarted all of that. Seeing it as a surge now, I feel like the punk scene has never been bigger. Like, I feel like it's a really big thing, and everyone wants to be a part of it, and I fucking love that.
So one thing I would also like to say, what is a person that has impressed you in today's time? Like, you have people that do stuff like you, but you also have people like Tom with PRC, and then you have like all these cool little movements. Who has impressed you throughout the years, like right now?
Honestly, it's all my peers. It's like people like you coming up and starting something. People starting bands, young kids that have only been in a band for 1 year and they're successful now. Like people, like I'm a lifer, man. Like I'm a lifer for music. I've been playing music for, you know, as long as I could get my hands on a guitar. I've been playing music.
So you basically just have an appreciation for active in the subculture.
Yeah, active and activists and people that give a fuck. You know what I mean? People that play music, but like also people that are involved in the communities that we fucking do these shows at. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't really have like a person that I look up to. You know what I mean? It's just like I just appreciate everyone that's in our circle. Which is like Tom. Like Tom is actually like my cousin. Not my blood cousin, but his lady is my cousin somehow through marriage. But anyway, so there's him, there's like Nacho, and we all have like minds and we all work together.
So what band or artist has inspired you to do what you do today?
I'm gonna say Crass, Rudimentary Penile, Dystopia, Anti-Schism, GBH. Like that's what I grew up on. That's my bread and butter, and that's what pushed me. Honestly, that's what I got into. When I got into like a bunch of rockabilly music, and then I got into like country, and I got into indie. Like honestly, I'm just a person that listens to everything, and I get inspired by people. I don't get inspired by this one subgenre of anything. It's just I get inspired by people. We're social fucking we're social beings, and we only grow amongst people. And that's Nick from the Runts, and fucking Albert from Viewers Like You, and hit me back.
What's up, G?
What's up,
Beto.
man?
He went on tour with Circle Jerks in fucking South America.
Beto, nice to meet you.
He's done a lot of cool stuff. He also he has a little booking.
From South Central LA, went to Japan.
Let him know.
What's your name?
Let him know.
Beto.
Yeah.
Come over here.
World,
You're next. Get over here. Get over here. He just did a show. We just did a show at the Echo right now.
That shit is bonkers, bro.
Yeah, it was sold out, and now we're throwing a show simultaneously right now. This is Nick.
So, man, what's your name?
Nick.
Nick. So, what's your relationship with the man here, man?
With Roman, we're friends.
Yeah. How long you guys been friends?
We've known each other like 15, 17 years maybe now.
Yeah, long time.
So what is your story getting into punk and stuff? All of you guys.
Really, like, so there was like a group of like 40 or 50 kids that would hang out skateboarding at Roosevelt Park off of like Florence and Compton, and by the Blue Line, Florence Station. So there was older dudes there, and he was just like, check this shit out. He gave us a CD full of like punk shit, Circle Jerks, Minor Threat, Black Flag, all the whole shit, right? And some of the songs we recognized from skate videos, but we also we're already into like rock and roll and shit, so it was an easy transition into punk rock. And I mean, surely enough, we started going to punk shows and started playing in punk bands, and luckily, like, we had the help mainly from like this dude named Max Ward, who ran a label called 625 Thrashcore, biggest DIY label at the time, and he was just like
Spaz.
Yeah, he used to play in Spaz, Capitalist Casualties, What Happens Next. He was a singer for Scholastic Death, all badass bands.
A lot of history.
And he was just like, you guys want to tour? You guys want to make shirts? You guys want to fucking whatever you guys need? Let me know. And then from there, it just took off and shit. And we were able to like go to
So
South
did you
America.
start from the 80s, 90s,
Me?
2000s?
Oh, like 2000, pretty much, 99, 2000.
So I'm mostly interested about your story. So what is your story on getting in the punk scene?
It was by accident. It was, dude, it's like, I grew up with cousins that are from the hood, and they were like, yo, you can't be in the hood, so here, listen to these CDs. Here's a Misfits, here's fucking Rudimentary Peanut, Crass, all this stuff that they listened to when no one was around, and they gave me these CDs, and that's what I just fucking took. I picked it up and I ran with it, and I haven't turned my back since. That's what got me into it. Being from, like, just making a better decision, you know what I mean? Like, not trying to be a part of anything like that, you know? But yeah.
Is there any advice you got for young kids like 14, 15? You know, we've seen some new faces.
Yeah.
So what are some tips you got for any of the young punks coming in?
Number one is go for it. Like, go for it and just keep going for it, and just keep going and keep working and doing it, because it's gonna come back to you somewhere. It's gonna be hard for a really long time, but it'll pay back in a bunch of different ways. I've been able to travel. I've been able to meet a lot of people, make really amazing friends, and travel the world, because I fucking grabbed 2 pieces of wood and I fucking hit 2 pieces of wood, like, it's the most primitive, stupid thing, but like, because of that, I've lived a very full life in the short amount of time that I've been here, you know. And yeah, that's my advice. Just go for it, dude. It's just like, I don't know what else to say to anyone else. Nick, hey, come here. I need you to.
Honestly, punk rock, it's a really good way to travel the world. Like, it's a really good way to make connections in other countries and have an excuse to go somewhere, to get out, you know?
What was that question again? Ask him. This is the singer of Self-Sabotage. This is my singer from my band.
What are some advice for the young little 15-year-olds, 14-year-olds that are getting in the scene? What are some tips you have for them?
Talk to people, make those connections. Like they were saying, punk is, music in general, but specifically punk is a great vehicle to expand your horizons, expand your skill set, to meet new people, to get creative and find different outlets. So even if you're unsure or you feel like maybe you don't know what the hell you're doing, just go out and do it. And I think that's kind of the ethos of punk. It's like, we don't have to like have a certain background or education or upbringing to do anything. We can learn ourselves and do it for ourselves and teach other people, and that's how we grow as a community. So ask questions, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone, start a band or pick up a camera or start writing and make a zine, or however you want to make your impact, whatever speaks to you. There's definitely an avenue within punk to like get you. Like for me, like I got into mental health and nursing.
Hey, what time is the regression going?
We're gonna go right now. That influenced me. And that's kind of like the trajectory that
Any last words for the interview, man?
I got none, man. Just start a fucking band if you're listening to this. Start a band, throw shows, and help people. Be nice.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Thanks, man.
worries.
Fucking love it.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Midnight.
Nick.
Nice to meet you too.
Nick.
So we find the same band. He also does the self. He just came back from the Echo. We had a
But
sold-out
what's
show
your
over there.
Instagram now? So I can follow you.
When you're ready.
Fucking, I was so surprised how many people found this page.
Hell yeah. That's the way it's got to be.
I'm basically the only shit poster in the subculture or something like this. There's a few of them like punk memes were like, nah, it's nothing compared to what I do. I be having screwdriver memes. Well, then, you know,
You gotta let him know. You gotta let him know.
All little, all little neo-Nazis be hella mad. Ooh, why would you do it like that?
Sock those fools.
Nah, I report them.
Stay anti-racist, stay anti-fascist. Oh, you follow me, Doug? So I'm around the message me right now. Let's take a selfie. No, wait, my shit gets